What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Taurean Reloaded channel. If you are new, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and have your notifications set to all so you can be notified every time I upload a new video or go live. Also, be sure to like, comment, share my content on your various social media platforms. So today we are going to be talking about this individual by the name of Tyler Ashbaugh. He is 22 years of age, and this story is coming out of San Antonio, Texas. We're back in Texas with it, where this individual was arrested after he fired shots at officers in a church parking lot. Now, y'all may or may not be familiar with a phrasing that I've come up with in like the last month or so called Operation Protect the White Boy. That definitely applies to him, because if you could guess what happened to him, and if it came in the form of he was taken unalive, you would get the little gold star. You heard that correctly. So let's go ahead and get into it. A 22-year-old man is in custody after San Antonio police said he fired gunshots toward officers sitting in their patrol vehicle in a church parking lot early Sunday on the northeast side. So he just started firing into their car. It's not like they were chasing him and then a shootout between the two entities ensued. He just pulled out his gun, saw a cop car there, and just started firing at it just because. And he was taken in alive. Meanwhile, Liana Hale was unarmed, and she was shot 5 times and is pregnant. Let me continue. Tyler Ashbaugh is charged with aggravated assault on a peace officer for that incident that happened around 2:45 a.m. in the 14,000 block of O'Connor Road. Lieutenant Michelle Ramos said 2 officers were working on police reports inside their patrol car when a white SUV came toward them at a high rate of speed. The vehicle pulled up in front of the patrol car, and the driver fired 2 gunshots toward the officers. The officers got out of their patrol vehicle, and one of them, who was a 3-year veteran with the SAPD, returned fire. Nobody was injured during the gunfire. Now, here's the thing. If this guy was black, they would have made sure or tried their best to try to take him out. It wouldn't have been no, oh, we're going to take him to jail, or we're going to hit him with these charges. No, they would have tried their best to get him up out of the union. The driver got away, but detectives tracked down the white SUV parked in the driveway of a residence in the 4500 block of Buckmore Street. Police also found a spent shell casing inside the SUV and saw the vehicle sustain damage from gunfire. SAPD called in SWAT and worked to determine whether the suspect was inside the residence. The homeowner eventually came outside to speak with officers and said Ashbaugh, a family member, borrowed the vehicle but was not at the residence. Officers then were given the suspect's name and were able to find more details on his whereabouts. Investigators located Ashbaugh's residence Sunday afternoon, set up surveillance outside, and waited for him to leave. Once he came out, police took Ashbaugh into custody without incident for an outstanding warrant, which is believed to be traffic related. Officers also searched his residence on a warrant where they recovered a gun. According to Lieutenant Ramos, Ashbaugh was brought into SAPD's homicide office where he was questioned. Police officers also interviewed 2 witnesses of the shooting. Lieutenant Ramos said police had enough to arrest Ashbaugh. The 2 officers involved with the shooting will be placed on administrative leave and then administrative duty depending on the outcome of the investigation. Their identities have not yet been released. I thought that last piece was interesting. They put the 2 cops that were shot at by him on administrative leave. I thought that was very interesting because I didn't think that was going to actually happen. Plot twist. But yeah, he's still breathing. He's still very much alive. This is a very much current picture of him. And get this. This story that I'm talking to you about right now was posted on May 22nd, 2022. I'm recording this on June 1st, 2022, either over or about a week later. It didn't get that much traction. And here's the thing. This happened 3 days before what happened in Uvalde, Texas. And see, because of what happened in Uvalde, that only further pushed the story down under the pile. Not that it probably wasn't going to get that much traction anyway, but of course it didn't, because here you have Operation Protect the White Boy in full effect. They gave him protection in multitude of ways. One, they didn't put his name out there like that. They didn't put his face out there like that. He's still breathing. He's still alive. He was pretty much allowed to get away with, in my opinion, attempted murder, which, by the way, is not even one of the charges he's been hit with. Because that should have definitely been there. Like, this guy drove up, speeding past them, pulled in front of them, got out. Well, I don't know if he got out. I don't think he got out of the car. Either he got out of the car or he rolled the window down, or the window was already rolled down, and just shot 2 shots, fired 2 rounds into the police vehicles and drove away. And they didn't catch him until the next day. If they did not get his license plate or what they needed off of his vehicle, they probably would have never caught him. And he was driving somebody else's vehicle that wasn't his. But like I said, Operation Protect the White Boy in full effect. He's still alive. He didn't even get injured. He didn't even get shot. But they want to try to tell us that white privilege isn't a thing. They can keep telling us that until they're purple in the face, but it is very much a real thing. This right here is a major example of that. And that's my take on it.